This video is going to be a review on Disney pins, in particular the Aladdin pin. Disney makes a lot of pins, folks, and back in 1999, me and my daughter started trading. We went to downtown Disney, and we noticed there was a lot of people who were trading. They were on these tables under umbrella, and at the time we didn't know exactly what they were doing. We later found out they were trading, and that's how me and my daughter started trading pins. Disney makes all kinds of pins, all kinds of categories, styles. They got limited edition. Limited edition basically means they only make so many, and that affects the value, because obviously if there's not a lot of them made, and that's a nice pin right there, and a lot of people are after it, it's going to be an expensive pin. But then they make open edition pins, which are also known as rack pins. These pins, you know, they can make 10,000, 20,000, and they sell them all over on Disney property. They also have what's called lanyards. Cast members will wear it around their lanyard, and now they're now known as hidden Mickey pins. But back in the days, they were called as lanyard pins. And they would wear them if you spotted one, and you could go up to them and trade for it. If you had a pin that they didn't have on their lanyard, you can ask for it, and you got yourself a lanyard. And because those weren't sold, those also became hard to find, especially today in Series 1. Those are you try to find them on eBay, sometimes they get up there in price. And now what happens, there was one time this lady asked me to make a trade, and I asked for a limited edition pin. The pin that she asked for was not limited edition. And then she went and found it and told me she bought it on Disney property for a lot less than the price of the pin that I was asking for. And that may be so, but as I explained to her, you may have two pins that are identical, like these two for instance, on the front side. They look alike. This one on the back may say 2011, while this one would say 1999. So to a collector, this is a more valuable and sought after pin, and rare, because they don't make 1999 stamped pins on the back. 2011, obviously, they're making a lot of them. And she didn't understand that. And, you know, to somebody who just wants a pin because you like Aladdin and you got Aladdin in the front of the pin, that's fine. You know, you can go ahead and get it at the store for whatever Disney's selling it at the time. But once that pin stops being sold on Disney property and you can only find it on the second-hand market, the value is going to go up, folks. And that's what happens to a lot of these pins when people start collecting. You know, it's like limited edition. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't buy it again on Disney property for the price that they were selling it for. You have to try to find it on eBay, find somebody who's trading it, and get it like that. And they also had Disney auctions, which you can get on the internet. Disney auction pins were these right here. You couldn't buy them on Disney property. You had to go on the internet and bid on those. And then you got cast member exclusive pins. Cast member exclusive pins were pins that only cast members can buy, as opposed to the cast lanyard pins or hidden Mickeys, which were given to cast members so they can wear them and trade with the guests. These pins were not available, or they were available only to cast members to buy for themselves and keep it for themselves. And then you would have to find, if you wanted that pin and you didn't work in Disney, you would have to find a cast member to trade with and get that pin. And then another thing that Disney did that made these pins, some of them hard to get, was in Tokyo or some of the other countries that have Disney, they had their own pins. So you either had to fly to Tokyo and go to Tokyo Disney or Paris to get that pin, or find you somebody who was down here visiting or selling them on the internet to get it. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.